How long have you been there? Oh, it's that time. I gotta make a video. Hold on. I'm gonna change really quick. I'm sorry, I'm late. I'm gonna change really quick. I just came back from the gym. I got off work, went to the gym. Let me decompress really quick, and I'll get back with you. Hold on. Hello everyone, my name is Erin James, new resident to Dallas, with soon to be a new home, got a new job, and hopefully a new car. I just got out the shower, wanted to dress up sort of nice for y'all. This is the first time wearing this. Feels a little big on me. I'm sure it looks kind of big. I don't like that the sleeves can't get any tighter. Like the buttons, this is tight the buttons go. I mean, there's only one hole for the buttons. But yeah, it's all right. Honestly, I probably won't wear this again. I don't know. It's not really, it just doesn't feel right. So anyway, e-commerce. Yeah, I've lived here for a month. I mean, I moved here July 17th, 2021. And it is August 17th as of this recording, like it's August 17th today. And so it's been a month. That's right. 5 people since I've moved here have tried to reel me in to their schemes. And I've also met 2 mentors. Now, I'm not saying that these people are not mentors by giving them quotes. I just believe that this is a title or label given to them to help in enticing new people or recruits or prospects, and giving the idea that these people have the answers or a lot of the answers and are the perfect people to guide you to a life of happiness and success and fulfillment, financially at least. One of the people who tried to ease me in or tried to ease into it was at the gym while I was working out. I know you can't tell I work out, I'm pretty skinny. Fortunately for him, I was the one who initiated the conversation and interaction because I thought he was about to take off his shirt out in the open when we have, there's restrooms and shower rooms in there. He then asked, this is to make a long story less long, what school I went to. I told him I didn't go to a school here and I'm not from here. So then he asked where I was from. I told him. He asked what I did. I told him. He asked if I wanted to continue doing it. I told him I wanted to, continue my education to achieve a master's or, pursue a pilot's license. At the moment I was on the fence. He asked if so, that's something you want to do. Well, if I'm pursuing a pilot's license, chances are yes, that's what I want to do with my life, career. I also shared, I wanted to get into investing and different avenues because, I want to build some wealth. Still, that right there is immediately when it popped to mind that he was like scouting me when he asked what I was doing. I mean, come on. You asked me pretty much off the bat what I do for work and what I do for a living and if I want to continue doing that. I shared where I was from. I shared that I lived 3 years in Japan, that I moved to Virginia for a couple months before moving here, that I'm wanting to explore and figure out what's out here, what I enjoy doing. I even asked where he was from. He said from Ethiopia, his parents immigrated here. He went straight to work. Being or trying to be polite, I asked, well, what does he do? After telling me what his parents do, he went into how his wife and him started a business, and they have mentors to help them escape the 9-to-5 lifestyle and create financial wealth or like freedom. That's what it was. That's pretty much when you know what it is. Of course I add that, I'd want to develop passive income as well. I'd like to, be my own boss and do that, of course. I mean, a lot of people would. Who wouldn't, right? To avoid him saying, oh, would you be interested? I quickly moved on and talked about things I was focusing on, how my days are, especially the weekdays, the things I do throughout the weekday. And within a day, it kind of takes up a lot of my time, including writing the scripts for these videos, recording, editing, doing schoolwork, going to the gym, work, of course. I finished it off by saying, well, I'm gonna get back to my workout. Nice meeting you. And I went back to it. He seemed kind of upset, disappointed in it. He didn't really, it felt like he avoided me the rest of the time we were both in the gym. We were the only two people in the gym too. I was actually a part of one in 2013, 2014 for like a month. I never even recruited anyone or even approached anyone, because the one person I approached, he ended up offering me a job at the store that I was talking to him at. And I took it, and it was nice. Part of the issue I have in this approach, or in this market, or what would we call it? I don't like just how people approach people and the way they initiate the conversation and move from like subject to subject to get into what people do for work or what they do to live. And the idea to just, instead of selling whatever product the company claims to be selling, just get a bunch of people to join and rely on them to make your money. And I understand that that's, kind of like what businesses do. You employ other people, but this this isn't that way. What I've noticed from my experience is that a lot of these companies have a product to sell, or they claim to at least. And the people that are trying to bring you in don't really care about the product. They may bring it up, they may mention it, but they don't really say anything about it, and they mostly just want you to join. And then once you join, they also explain to you that you can get other people to join and just rely on them to make your money, and you get a portion of whatever they spend or pay towards the company, and to help them get more people to make you more money, instead of actually, buying the product and trying to sell that product and, actually creating your own business by selling this product. Also, how are you... Wait. That was a rhetorical question. Not a fan of rhetorical questions. They seem a bit too passive aggressive. I say this being many times passive aggressive in a lot of my videos. People will, in most cases, be the first to initiate the conversation. Bring up work and career, talk about this new business venture, escaping the 9-to-5, mentors. They ask if you're interested in it, but not once at all do they ever bring up what their business necessarily does and how I, the new prospect, could contribute or help, and how I'm even qualified. If you ask about the business, again, from my experience, it's all of a sudden a matter of trust and them needing to trust you before they can even bring up what it does. It's a business. This person that's approached me out of the blue expects me to just blindly trust them, but then tell me that I need to gain their trust. If you're wanting me to join, this additional, what do your mentors have to do with your business if you're trying to figure out whether I'm qualified to be a part of it? That was rhetorical. People, at least I believe most people, do not blindly apply for an organization without knowing the name of it, not knowing it even exists, or what they do, or what qualifications they may or may not have to be a part of it. The one time I did meet mentors, a part of me felt like I knew what it was, but I didn't realize what it was until I got there at the place where I was gonna meet the person who brought me in, and then their mentors. When I parked, I texted the person if this was similar to a certain company that's involved in e-commerce. He ignored the text. And instead, the very next text was, "Are you there?" Right then and there, I pretty much figured what it was, but I said, screw it, let's go, I'm here. The two mentors were a married couple, dressed up pretty nice. The husband had a suit, and the wife, man, her makeup, oh my gosh, it was amazing. They go into, telling me their stories, telling me their background. They ask about me, telling me my background, what I'm wanting in life. They asked what I wanted to be remembered for. The husband went into his spiel. The wife came a little late, but then she got into her spiel even after the husband kind of said a little bit. She got more detailed. And I shared that I wanted to, or considering going into real estate, and the wife said she wanted to go into real estate around my age and stuff like that. I wanted to ask, well, why did you get into it, or why haven't you gotten into it now? Anyway, after some talking for about 15-20 minutes, the husband brings up the company that I had asked this guy about. I texted him, is this company? He ignored it, and then this guy brings it up. And I know he knew that he read the text or paid attention to it, because when the husband brought it up, right, when this mentor brought it up, this guy that brought me in, he looked down and like squeezed his legs. I saw it at the corner of my eye, which, by the way, reading the corner of my eye and noticing things, my environment, the woman, she was reading my body language, analyzing it, which, by the way, I have to give her props. I mean, that's pretty important when you're interviewing someone or trying to get to know someone, or determining whether they're good for you, good for your team, good for your social circle, and just interacting with people and getting to know people. I think body language and reading people as best as you can is pretty important, and she was doing pretty well. The husband, on the other hand, not so much. He was really pushing for another meeting, not really asking if I'd be interested in one. He has said, well, what we can do is schedule another meeting and for next week, and then we can go more into detail about it. Right there, he was stopped by his wife, and she had asked, wait, let me ask first, are you interested? What she was doing by reading people is something that people that are trying to recruit, whether it's this or just anything, this is a skill that you should already have, that you should be developing, by the way, reading people and figuring out, stuff by their body language and what they say and how they say it. I told her, no, I wasn't. And she said, I could tell. And first thing that popped in my head said, I knew I could tell. Because while I was looking at the guy, I can see she was looking me up and down. I can't even look at her, so I can show I'm paying attention to both of them. And, she was really on me. The guy, he was just looking straight. Not once did he look away, trying to make it less awkward. Because, if you stare at someone for too long, it kind of, even if, you're showing you're attentive and you don't feel uncomfortable making eye contact, staring too long starts to become confrontational. That's what I was. One thing I'll say about these mentors that I've seen from these two and from when I was, part of one, is they do very well at putting words together, trying to get to know the person as best as they can. I kind of was guarded because I knew what it was. They do well with sharing their experiences. They present themselves well, and they do give that feeling of, I can be successful, what is holding me back, or that they can help in providing as many answers as they can, or helping find the answers and guiding you through to success. And even if they're not necessarily the ones that are best to lead you, they know what to say to make you feel that you've been holding yourself back, or you need to discipline yourself a little more to reach success in what you describe as happiness. Even after expressing I wasn't interested, the husband, he stood up, shook my hand, and saying, all right, well, it was nice meeting you. Continue, pursuing your dreams. The woman said, you make sure you always have a plan. Keep doing your research and make sure you're sticking with your plan. And I appreciated that. I respected that. They were giving me advice even after I told them I wasn't interested in what they had. The guy that brought me in, him and his wife, I guess they're in this thing together. They, I shook their hand, said nice meeting them, and I deleted that guy's number, and just that's it. He hasn't tried to hit me back, I'm sure, because this is the only thing he tried to bring me in for, and that's that. Yeah. Sorry for this rant or vent. I don't know. It's been like on my mind for about a week, maybe 2. Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys take care of each other, check up on each other, and make sure to check up on yourself. And remember, potential has no limit.